my hopes up that I get to see him when he gets sober. And
They at your auntie house.
Welcome to Peggy's Recovery Corner. This is a recovery podcast where we talk about all things recovery. Recovery from what? Recovery from addiction, recovery from alcoholism, recovery from mental health. And I've decided that I want to also say that we welcome all paths to recovery because many different people have a different journey when it comes to getting recovery. I have a very special guest today. It's a young man by the name of Jax. Jax actually has a hell of a story, but first we'll talk about he. In order for me to get Jax to come, hi Jax, welcome to the corner.
hello.
Good to have you here.
It's good to have you here. Well, I'm here.
Well, Jax's mother is very close to me. She was on the show recently. Her name is Dana. She has been sober almost 6 years in March, and so Jax is in a sober household right now with her. He also said that we made an agreement that he would only come on here if Loki, one of my dogs, was sitting on his lap, and right now he's sitting on his lap. Jax, I want to just first off let me just ask you some questions, just stuff. Jax, what grade are you in,
4th,
and how old are you?
9.
And what's your favorite subject in school?
Either playtime or science.
Playtime or science? What do you do during playtime?
Soccer usually.
Okay, and then you're also in a soccer league,
Yeah.
and you're a good soccer player.
Yes, thank you.
Do you think you're better than your other teammates?
I mean, with the defense, yes, but with the passing, kind of like I'll pass. I just don't have direct aim.
Okay. And Jax is also a 33-year-old man in a 9-year-old's body. Am I wrong? Jax, he's highly advanced, very smart. He's not just educated through the school that he goes through, but he's also educated through things like TikTok and YouTube. Am I wrong?
No.
Favorite video games?
Fortnite.
Why?
I mean, Ella got me into it when I was like 3 or 4,
Okay.
around that age.
And Ella is
My sister.
your sister. And then your other siblings are?
My brother, my other sister,
Okay. And your brother's name is?
Owen,
And other sissy?
Ava.
Ava. So you've got one brother and 2 sisters, and you're the youngest.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about, your life. Your mom is in recovery.
Yeah.
Recovery from what? What do you know about recovery?
Not much.
Well, what is recovery?
Well, like you get off drugs and stuff.
Okay.
Like it's after you get off drugs.
And
Like you go to a detox and then recovery.
Okay, and then your mom is a pretty open book. Like she lets you know like what she's done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you know about that?
Well, I don't know the drug that she did, but I know that she did it for a long time, and I got her when I was 5.
You what when you were 5?
Got her when I was 5.
You got hurt when you were 5?
No, her.
Hurt. You got your mom when you.
Yeah.
Okay, so before that, like where were you living?
My grandma's place.
Okay, but you still got to see your mom before you turned 5, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
And how was it when you'd see her? Do you remember?
It'd be. I mean, I would cry.
What would you say?
I would really just cry. I don't know. I wouldn't really say anything.
But when she had to leave you, do you remember what the one thing that she always says that you'd say?
Nah.
My arms and ears are crying.
Yeah, she still says that.
She still says that. And so you would say that because you missed your mom, like you didn't want your mommy to go away?
I would cry.
Yeah?
Oh no, I would cry because she got there.
You would cry because she got there.
Yeah.
Because why?
I honestly don't. I thought she was a stranger.
You didn't really know that was your mom?
No.
And then did people tell you that's your mom?
Well, I started to notice that was my mom by the age of like when I got her. A couple months being with her, I realized.
That's your real mom.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of confusion before.
Yeah.
I think you used to call grandma mom for a while,
Yeah.
right? And then your dad was around too, or no, back then?
No,
When was the first time that you ever saw your dad?
when I was born.
So you got to see him when you were born.
Yeah.
And was he in your life like in your younger years?
Yeah, I guess so. You could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'd visit me at least once a month,
Once a
2
month
months.
at grandma's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how was your relationship with your dad?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is your dad in recovery, or has he tried to be?
Yeah, yes.
He's tried,
Yeah.
and then sometimes he's not.
Sometimes he's not, yeah.
And when he's not, like, what does that do to you?
Makes me sad.
Like, how does it feel? Can you
Like,
describe it a little?
makes me sad that, like, he tries so hard,
Mm-hmm.
but then, like, all of it goes to waste.
And then,
Like, I get my hopes up
uh-huh.
that I get to see him when he gets sober,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just goes.
And sometimes he stayed sober. I mean, I met your
Yeah.
dad. I met him when he was sober,
Yeah.
and that feels good when he's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you like to do with your dad, like when he's doing good and you guys get to hang out?
Play usually baseball.
He collects cards,
Soccer, yeah, he actually has like thousands of cards.
baseball cards.
Really all of them except soccer.
Does he collect Pokemon cards?
Yeah, he does.
And you collect them too.
Yeah,
Who's got the better collection?
me.
Why?
Because I have an $800 card.
And you just got that one, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then, so then what else do you guys like to do when you hang out with dad?
We like to do soccer. We like to play video games. We like to hang out. We like to talk.
So it feels good when he's doing good because, like, you have your dad and you have your daddy.
Yeah.
So what happens, like, when you find out that he's not doing good? So that then it hurts your feelings.
Yeah.
Have you ever said to your dad, "Will you please not do that, or will you please get sober?"
Yeah.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
What does he tell you?
He tells me I'm gonna try. Usually says he will.
Okay. It's not easy, is it?
No,
Have you found yourself crying sometimes?
definitely.
Ever have little meltdowns or anything like that?
Yeah.
So who usually walks you through the meltdowns?
Mom.
And how does she help you process
She comforts me and tells me that's gonna be okay.
that? Mm-hmm. Does she like snuggle with you?
Mm-hmm.
You have a good relationship with your mama?
Mm-hmm.
Only do you guys ever have problems with each other?
Sometimes.
What kind of problems?
She won't let me do certain stuff.
Like what?
Play GTA.
Oh my God, you're too young to play GTA.
It's a fun game.
It's violent.
So,
But you get to play it sometimes when
yeah.
you some other places.
Yeah.
Like where?
With Ava.
So your sister's allowed to play GTA with you.
Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes with your dad too, right?
No.
What's the game that you can play with your dad that you're not? Oh,
Fortnite.
no, the other one.
Mortal Kombat.
No, what's the war one? Black Hawk Night.
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2. What am I saying here? I'm like I'm talking Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Call of
COD.
Duty. Call of Duty.
Yeah, but it's COD for short.
Okay.
For short.
Do you know why Mom doesn't want you to play GTA?
Well, yeah.
Tell me why.
Strippers, drugs, and stuff like that. And violence.
The video game has strippers and
Yeah,
drugs and stuff.
like strip clubs, yeah.
Is that why they rate the video games?
Yeah.
What rating is that game?
Yeah, and like 18. They're gonna start doing facial for GTA 6 because it's gonna be so violent. They have to like see if you're 18.
If it's
and
really
stuff,
you.
yeah.
When you say strippers, drugs, and stuff, like, what do you know about strippers?
They're bad. They don't have personalities.
Well, who are they?
People that dance on a pole for fun.
Oh my God. This kid, when I say the kid is a 33-year-old stuck in a 9-year-old's body, I'm telling you, too advanced, man. This is the day and age that we're in. So they dance on a pole for fun. As far as you and yourself, like, as a little kid, You're 9.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be 10 in May, right?
Yeah.
Is it May 17th?
Yeah.
See the memory I have? I don't remember my own birthday, let alone like other people's, but I remember you because you're important to me.
Thank
So, when you grow up, what do you want to be?
That's hard. Like a professional player, like in any sport, like maybe basketball, it could be soccer, it could be football.
So, athlete.
Yeah.
And okay, let me ask you this question because I watch your soccer games and I live vicariously through you. And I remember like when I used to play soccer, when you're out on the soccer field and the other kids are playing and every like your team shoots a goal or you shoot a goal, what kind of feeling do you get inside of yourself?
Like amazement.
Yeah,
Like,
it's awesome.
yeah.
What kind of feeling do you get when you guys lose?
Disappointed.
Okay. Do you remember last season when you were
Yeah.
remember that one like there was only a couple seconds left in the
And
game?
I just scored the own
You
goal.
kicked it, but it went into the wrong goal.
Yes.
How did that make you feel?
Very disappointed because we were gonna win and that was our champion game.
And then
Championship.
did you think the other kids were mad at you?
Oh no, they were so mad at me.
No, but they kept telling you it's okay, it's okay. So how were they
No,
mad
they
at you?
didn't.
I watched them.
Like barely. So what they would say was like, bro, come on, you sold that stuff. And I was like, I know.
Do you remember? Okay, I don't know if you remember this part. First of all, you got a trophy still.
Yeah, I still got a trophy.
Okay. Make sure you're talking to the camera. Do you remember when we were walking off the field, a kid from the other team said something to you that was mean?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember what he said?
I think he said like suck it or something like that.
Okay. Whatever he said, I watched him. And in that moment, I thought I want to go throw him around like a rag doll, but that's not what I do anymore.
Oh, I was about to do the same.
But you held your composure. You didn't even say anything. You paid him no mind. You went the other way. You know that's really a very mature move.
Yeah.
Now another question I want to ask you. Sometimes things make you angry.
Yeah.
You don't get angry that much, but when you get angry, you can get really mad.
Yeah.
What makes you angry? Tell me, name a few things that happened recently that made you super angry.
When people try to like, if like people like tell me something mean or something like that, or try to like, I don't know.
So, like one of your friends or kids that you hang out with or play video games with might say something like call you names.
Yeah.
And did that happen recently?
Oh yeah.
And I mean, you don't have to say what they called you, but do you remember like how that made you feel?
Oh yeah. It made me feel so frustrated.
Because they called you.
It wasn't on the game.
Huh?
It wasn't on the game.
What was it?
At the dinner table.
Oh, that you mean your sister?
Yeah.
Okay, that was one thing, but I think something happened even more recent.
Oh yeah, that kid. Mm-hmm.
And he said bad names to you, bad words.
Yes, definitely bad words.
I mean, I don't want to say the exact words, but it makes you feel upset that does it make you feel upset that he called you the names, or did it make you feel upset that he said those words?
It made me feel upset that he said those words.
Because they were really bad words.
Yeah, and he's younger than me, and I'm surprised he even knows those words.
I mean, one of them was the N word with a hard R.
Yeah.
And that's not cool.
No, that's very disrespectful.
And then one time when we went somewhere and somebody was making fun of somebody else and saying that same N word, did that make you angry?
I mean, no, I've actually never met a kid that said the N word, really.
Not even at the trampoline park?
Actually, yeah, at the trampoline park, he called a kid that.
Yeah, and didn't you protect the kid?
Yeah.
What did you went over and said, don't say that?
Yeah, I kind of like pushed him a little bit and stole his hat and started running.
Oh my God.
One time this kid was making fun of me, so I threw his shoes in the pit. I thought we had to buy him new shoes, but he found them at like that last minute.
How do you think like because you're young, so like things will happen in life, but how do you think you'll be able to process times of anger without acting out and getting yourself in trouble? Like, some people get angry, they want to put their hands on people.
Yeah.
Are you going to be that type of person, or
No.
do you want to prevent that?
I prevent that.
You don't want to be a fighter.
No. like if I get mad and I do put my hands on them, I just give them a little push. Like I don't just straight up punch them. I've
Okay.
never done that.
Good. And you shouldn't.
A little shove, even I shouldn't even do that.
What happens to kids that punch someone in school, for example?
Suspended,
Okay.
actually.
And there's a kid at your school right now that's pretty much on his last leg, right? He might.
Yeah, if he puts hands on somebody else, he gets expelled.
Okay, so he's
Expelled.
So you already know what's the difference between suspended and expelled. Is.
Yeah.
What's suspended?
Suspended means you take days off, but expelled means you're
done.
Gone from
Your
school.
history. You can't be back in that school.
Yeah.
Wow, they learn so young.
Low-key.
So, just we'll talk about a couple more things and then we'll wrap it up. What is your what do you love more than humans?
My dogs.
Why?
Because it's so adorable.
But it's not just your dogs. You love all dogs.
Yeah, all dogs. Even if they bite me, I'll still love them.
Have you seen the movie All Dogs Go to Heaven?
What? Oh, yeah, I love that movie.
So when we go out in public, wherever we go, you always see a dog. You always want to pet him.
Yeah, I ask my mom, can I pet that dog almost every single time?
And you don't have a fear within yourself if you're going up to pet a dog that you don't know, like it might be an unpredictable dog that might be a
I've
biter?
literally straight up went to dogs without asking. I went,
But what if the dog growls? Do you get a feeling of fear within your stomach that says, this thing could bite me, like ever?
I back up, but then I slowly come back and I let them know that I'm like present. I don't want to hurt them.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, even though I got bit by a couple of dogs,
Yeah.
like I got nipped in the back of my leg, but one time this one huge dog, every time I'd walk by its house when I walk home from school, would chase me if the gate was open. But for some reason, even dogs that wouldn't be intimidating to most people, it's this weirdest thing, Jax. Like I'll see the dog and I'll connect to it from within my soul. And I feel like this tingling on the back of my neck, like he actually wants to be my friend, this dog, and like we're not gonna have a problem. Do you
Yeah,
ever-
but then they actually have a problem.
Well, not all of them. Sometimes actually, you know the dog whisperer? Do you know who that is?
Yeah, that's me.
You're Caesar Milan part 2. Some people just have a way with dogs. And you love your dogs.
Yeah, I love them so much.
So when you come home, the first thing you look for is
Dogs.
and what
I
you
go
do.
to my dogs and then I play basketball.
Okay, but when you go to your dogs, what do you do with your dogs right when you get home?
Oh, so I jump. They have like a little furniture for themselves. I jump on it with them and they just start giving me kisses and I start petting them everywhere.
And you have a ton of excitement when you see
Yeah.
them, right? We'll talk about one more thing that I notice with you that sometimes concerns your mother, right? It's between sugar and between
Red food dye.
red food dye. And what has red food dye in it?
Takis, the chips that she just bought me that has the same things of Takis.
It's not typical for kids this young to be eating Takis because they're so spicy.
No, it's just because of the flavor, really.
Okay, and what does the red food dye do to you? Make you loopy?
What do you mean by loopy?
Annoying.
Well, to my mom it does.
Okay, but also loopy means like, I've seen you get loopy when you eat sugar. I have people in this room that have been
trust
witnessed.
me.
So when you eat sugar, like you bounce off the walls.
Yes.
And then you start going on a chasing rampage with the dogs around the house.
Yes, I'll start running and Chanel chases me, but Doug protects me.
I love it.
Doug literally like moves Chanel out the way and I just run the other way of the house and Chanel's coming to me, but Doug just goes and saves the day.
Awesome.
And when Chanel bites me, sometimes it'll hurt, but it's like I know that it's a playful nip and I'm like,
You're good.
yeah.
You live in a household it's a very healthy household. You have a lot of love from your brothers and sisters, although they're only your half brothers and sisters, but they love you so much.
Yeah.
What do you call Owen usually?
Hey brother. I would say that.
You call him brother. And then the other girls you call them
Hey Ella and Ava, because just saying sister, sometimes they're by each other and
you
then
don't
both
you
of
don't say
them
sissy?
I used
You say sissy about them, but not to them.
yeah.
Okay. And then you have your mom.
Yeah.
Mom comforts you a lot. She loves you dearly. Do you ever worry about your mom, like if she was to ever go back and do drugs again?
Oh, I would be worried so much.
But do you worry? Do you feel like your mom will ever go in that direction?
Never.
Why?
Never in her life.
Why?
Because she loves me.
She loves you. And you're certain she won't? Has she guaranteed
Oh,
you that?
100%.
What makes you think that? It's a good thing.
She knows that drugs are bad.
Let me tell you something. She absolutely knows that drugs are bad, but I wouldn't even date her if I thought that she was unstable. But I love that you said that. You're absolutely right. She loves you. And you know who else she loves?
You,
Well, besides me.
the dogs,
Besides the dogs.
the sisters,
Besides the family.
me.
We already said you.
Oh,
There's somebody besides Grandma, Oma, Jeepa, all them. Besides all them, you know who else she loves?
my dad,
Well, besides him too.
my grandma.
Besides other humans.
You.
I'm another human.
Oh, besides you.
She loves
Dogs.
herself.
Oh,
She loves herself.
yeah, I know that.
It took a lot for her to get over her addiction and her drug use to really come to a realization. And guess what? One of the best motivators to get your mom on the right track was you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear of people doing drugs, what do you know about drugs? Is this something that scares you? Like you never want to do drugs, right?
Oh, no, I'd never do drugs ever in my life.
You don't want to.
I know
right?
how powerful they are.
Because you've seen it firsthand.
Yes.
Okay. And what are you going to do you think in your future so that you avoid ever having any kind of temptation?
Not even think of them.
Because you hate drugs?
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
I mean, I've seen people with videos on drugs, like on camera, and they're like zombies. They're like, and sometimes they'll sleep standing up. It's just like,
Yes, they will.
wow.
Yeah. I've seen people sleeping standing up.
Wow.
I used to sleep standing up.
That's crazy.
I fell asleep one time as a valet parker standing up, and a man and a woman came out of the restaurant, and I was supposed to get their car, but I was sleeping, and the husband told the wife, "Hey, honey, look at that statue over there. It just moved." This has been great. I've been so happy to have you on here. I love you so much, Jax. We have so much fun together. We go to amusement parks. I've never been to Legoland until I went with little Jaxie. We've gone to.
We haven't been to Legoland.
We went to Legoland together.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
Not
we did.
Yet. We went to Universal.
You forgot. We haven't been to Universal. We've been to Legoland.
Have we been to Lego yet?
Yeah, it's in San Diego. I'd never been
yeah,
before.
but not the California one.
Yeah, it was in California, buddy.
Wait, San Diego's in California?
Oh my God! Obviously, geography is not your
Yeah,
subject.
no, not my
Okay.
subject at all.
I love you so much. I thank you for coming on here. I've been wanting to have you on here. Your mom thought it would be a good idea for you to come on here, and miracles do happen, and people do get sober, and they get to have their kids back, and you got to be back in your mama's
Yeah.
life. Okay. Well, with that said, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the channel if you like it. You can even leave comments about this episode or any other episode that we have. But more importantly, share this with everybody, because there's a lot of people that suffer and struggle out there. And we want to just put good energy into the universe and let people know that we do get better. Signing out. Yes.
His hair kept getting in my nose, and I was like, get out of there.
Thanks.
And my eyes.
We're signing off. Love you.